Holy doly, fellas. Or as my good friend would say, fudge mudge pudge. It is your boy coming to you live, Santonio Holmes, a.k.a. Benny the Jet Rodriguez. I got to keep the hood on, actually, at least until my head warms up. Just coming out of the shower. Got a lot of positivity I'm going to send your way. We do have a little bit of a theme tonight. Everybody likes a theme night, you know. The Roaring 20s dance party, dance revolution prom. And, you know, it was dangerous since your boy Bagman picked up that, this is my third now, chicken soup for the soul. But the one that I've been carrying with me around in the car on the go, on the daily, is the baseball edition. Big baseball guy, what can I say? America's pastime, right? Something like that, you know. So there's a couple baseball stories, but here's the thing, guys. I think I picked some baseball stories. I'll quickly try to explain, but I think even if you're not a fan of baseball, never thought about it, never played it, don't understand it, think it's boring, I still think you will enjoy these tales. These tall tales. How can I just get Bear in here, dude? So he's like kind of chilling with me. Oh, that's just adorable. That's just wait. No, that's just adorable. Okay, so where are we gonna start? Oh, I saw a video of it was like the football team, right? They're in their pads, but they're little, dude. It's so funny when you go watch a football game, like obviously from the pros or even college, high school, and then you go down to watching the football players, like they're like 6 or 7, and you're like, what the hell are they doing? You're like, they look so little and slow and weak, and it's just hilarious. Like, it's kind of cute, but they're trying. So what they did, I guess after practice or whatever, they did the kids, the 6 or 7 year olds versus their parents, kind of in an Oklahoma drill, going at each other. And dude, the parents would just keep coming in and just trucking their kid, or just juking them out and just breaking their ankles, stiff arm. It was hilarious, dude, watching the parents just still let the kid know who's boss, who's coming home with the title belt. So that was cool. I watched a good movie. I don't usually watch TV or movies, but I finally took the time. Shout out YouTube. Hit me up with that movie, No Ads. I just actually saw Pursuit of Happiness is now on there, but it was Perks of Being a Wallflower. If you ever feel like maybe you're that nerdy kid, maybe you're that kid that doesn't belong, maybe you love reading, maybe you just weren't the popular type, this is a good movie for you. I like it a lot. I read the book. I remember the first time I read the book, someone recommended it to me, and I went home and I read that in one day, like one night, finished that book. And yeah, that's that. So kind of had some good time. I mean, you got Hermione in there pretty much, Emma Watson, not complaining. Couple other really good roles, some supporting roles on there I really like. Paul Rudd's in there. Just very well done. Very good movie. I enjoyed it, you know. And like I said, I think it's not always best to sit there and look at screens and watch TVs and shows and movies and music videos and TikToks all day long, you know, like, but every now and then to get a nice relax, reset, a little bit of entertainment. I had kind of missed it a little bit, so that was cool. I was going to Applebee's for a job interview, and just the bartender that was working that shift was so nice to me. Like, you know, she's working, she's doing stuff, she doesn't know who I am, I'm not on the staff with her. She's like, oh, hey, you applying? Cool, I hope you get the job, you're gonna do awesome, like, don't even worry about it, we'd love to have you. Like, just made me feel welcome, and like, you know, if I do get the job, I'm gonna go right up to her and be like, hey, you know, just you that first time being nice to me kind of calmed my nerves and kind of just reassured me, and I could really tell you, you know, you got a good vibe, and I just want to appreciate that. You know, hey, my name's Bagman, and it's my first day, and you know, let's keep that up. Let's get a little bit more of that. Let's try to focus on that and then kind of multiply that. exponentially, if you will. So shout out to her, dude. She was just so nice. Just a damn sweetheart, calling me honey or darling or, you know, one of those typical older country ladies. And the person that hired me wasn't quite the same friendly. Didn't kind of know what was going on. Had to leave mid-interview. There was an alarm going off. So maybe they switched positions, you know? I'm kind of thinking that the bartender maybe should be running things. Let me pour myself a nice cup in my mug. Dude, I haven't had my mug in a little while. You guys know what it is, dude. What? No rain, no flowers? What a great mug, dude. Shout out once again. Uh-oh, there's water already in there. That's some old water, but... water doesn't get old, right? Staying up late, man, getting these workouts, doing my laundry, reading. I'm like kind of amazed that I'm doing it all, dude. But we are doing it all. We are doing it all. We are getting it done. Checking off the bucket list. Today, I'll just real quickly, spoiler alert, jump ahead, because these are from a few days ago. But today, I was having my second workout of the day. No big deal. Don't want to talk about it. Not trying to brag. Stay humble. And then I watched this video, and it was this guy that David Goggins had the world record pull-up record. Then this other dude came and beat him. He said he started by doing 100 pull-ups a day, no excuses. You know, he would do, every minute you'd do 5. In 20 minutes, you did 100. And I did it today, and it was tough. But no excuses. So I did that shit. Man. Got my 100 in. Got my 100 in after a workout, after a cardio, after another workout, after another cardio. Guys, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to tell you I'm built different. I'm not trying to tell you I'm stronger than y'all. I got a bigger heart. That's for you to decide. You know, if I need to put up a poll and we vote on it, fine. If I need to run for district, fine. We may do that. What else happened there? Dude, where's my book? Where is it? Okay. I don't know what you guys came up with. I don't know how old you guys are. Bear's getting a little tired. We'll bring him back. I don't know how old you guys are. I don't know what you came up with. But for me, this one hit home right here. Frog and Toad. Found this book at Goodwill for what? $1. And I still remember the illustrations. And it's basically this, it's like a children's book. And it's these two best friends, Frog and Toad. And they just go on these adventures. I'm going to tell you two that I literally remember as a kid. And like when I was reading this again, it was like sparking all these memories. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. So one, Frog and Toad are going to the pond or the river or the lake to swim. And, you know, the Toad's telling Frog, hey, don't look at me. You know, Frog's like, why? Frog doesn't swim with a bathing suit. He's just a frog. Toad, for some reason, has a bathing suit. He's like, dude, I look really funny in my bathing suit. And they're like, what? And he's like, dude, just please, just get the other animals, get them away. I don't want them to see my bathing suit. And then the word gets out, dude. And then they're all waiting on Toad to get out to say he looked funny in his bathing suit. And it was hilarious. I remember this exact drawing. And to be honest, Toad did look funny. Here we go, right here. When he finally comes out, they all laugh at him. And he's like, dude, I told you guys I looked funny. And he just goes home. I'm going to show you guys the picture. This is hilarious. Poor Toad, man. And look at me coming on my YouTube channel and blasting him one more time. My bad, Toad. There was also a story about cookies. This is literally me. This is my struggle in life. And Frog or Toad that comes over to the other ones, whatever, with a huge box of cookies. They start eating one, eat another one, eat another. They're like, yo, these cookies are so good. Eating more. And they're like, dude, we need to stop. We're going to be sick. We're eating all these cookies. And they're like, okay, well, one more. They eat it. Okay, well, one more. They eat it. And then one of them's like, dude, we need to have willpower. And he's like, what's that? And he's like, basically us not wanting to do this even though it tastes good. So he's like, oh, I got it. Let's put them in a box. And the cookies were just a great illustration. I remember looking at this story when I was young and just being like, dude, I want some cookies. And he puts it in a box, right? He's like, see, now we won't eat the cookies. And he's like, dude, I'll just open the box and eat the cookies. Come on, frog. He's like, okay. I know. I'll put them in the box. Put a string around it, tie the string. He's like, dude, I will untie the string, open the box, eat the cookies. He's like, okay. I'm going to put them in the box, put the string on, climb a ladder, put it on the top shelf. He's like, yeah, okay. I'm going to get the ladder. I'm going to climb up there. I'm going to undo the string. I'm going to open the box. I'm going to eat the cookies. And then finally they just, I think he goes outside and he just gives them away to the birds. He's like, hey, birds, you want the cookie? And the birds come and fly and get them and grab the box and grab all the cookies, and then they're gone. And he's like, see, we got willpower. And the other one's like, dude, I don't feel good, man. I'm going home to bake a cake. And that's just true, man. That's just us sweet tooth people out here, man. Struggling. Like today, or even before this video, I was like, man, should I go to Quick Trip? I tried to stop at Dunkin' Donuts today to get a strawberry frosty. They didn't have it. Then I was about to go to Subway. They had too long of a line. I had another day the other day. Like, I've been eating good, but there's some close calls, guys. I'll tell you that. I almost went to Checkers after a workout. They had a long line, and I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Big G. That's G right there, man. Okay, what else we got? Kev God, a famous, I don't know if he's famous, but a YouTuber that I follow. Something weird's in the cup. That's unfortunate. This YouTuber that I follow, right, for years, there's this mode of this baseball game that he plays, and he had to go 12-0 for a perfect, flawless run. And it was a joke that Kev can never do it, and he's not going to do it, and we all make fun of him, and he gets so close, and he can't do it. And somebody even made like a fake parody YouTube account that says Kev God can't go 12-0. And it was years and years and years, and he finally just did it. Guys, it may seem small, but this was a big deal. Like, if you stick to what you want to do, you don't back down. You keep going after it and believe in it and saying you're going to do it, you will do it. So shout out to Kev God, man. That was just like, to watch someone accomplish something that I don't even know after years of watching them attempt it, being the butt of the joke, you know what I mean? But no, he didn't quit. He didn't back down. He persevered. He dug deep, man. Pull that shit out of you. That M&M shit right there. I found there's a new spa that I get to try around me. You know, I'm taking my health real serious. I got my lotion over there, my supplements, you know, eating a lot. Or no, eating not a lot, working out a lot. But there's this spa, because I'm doing my sauna and my cold shower. There's this spa 24 hours right near my house, right? Check this out. You pay $35 to get in. You get 24 hours in there. You can't leave. They have food in there. They have cardio equipment. They have like 5 different types of saunas. They got a pool. They got a hot tub. They got, I think, foot massage. They got heated floors. They got towel. They give you like aftershave and shaving. There's cold rooms. There's showers. There's places you can eat. There's places you can sleep. There's places you can do office work. It's like an underground city, dude. It's like a little safe haven. Shout out to Faven also. Dated her back in the day. What happened, Faven? I'll take the blame on that one. I fell on the sword for that one. So excited to try that out, dude. It's gonna be so awesome. Just go in there, give your boy a little spa day, man. I'm gonna spend an hour. I'm gonna bring some books, bring some notebooks, meditate in there. Really get my money's worth in there. Okay, here's another really good story, right? Here's where we start getting into some of the baseball stories. This is a good one. This father and daughter, they used to go to the park every day. They'd go, they'd play catch, they'd hit, they'd field grounders, do the whole thing, run the bases, play the game. One time, this kid in a wheelchair comes up. He's like, hey, you want to play? Hey, and he tells his daughter, pitch it into us, and he kind of helps him, like, hit it, and then he pushes them around the bases, and they're screaming and laughing, having fun, and this kid, he was like, having the best time of his life. And then they played for like an hour, 2 hours. And he's like, hey, come next week. We'll do it again. I had so much fun. The kid was loving it. And they were like, okay. And they looked for him next week and he wasn't there. Looked for him the next week and he wasn't there. And he just never showed up again. And anyway, the daughter, like 20 years later, runs into this guy coaching Little League. And it was the kid. He had polio. And he said that day made him love baseball and gave him the strength to fight it. And he had been hoping to run into them again. Now he's coaching for his love of baseball. Like, that dad just inviting him to play and pushing him and helping him and having fun with him, like, made him not want to quit. And he beat it. And then, you know, hey, once you get that baseball in your blood, man, you know, you pretty much set up to be a lifer. Here's a quote I heard. I think it was a manager to his team, but he goes, "It's like a bank, men. You can't take out more than you put in." You can apply that to so many things in life, you know. Don't be trying to overdraft. You know, we on a budget over here, all right? Don't be going over the salary cap, all right? We need to, if you want something to be achieved, put everything you got into it at all times. You know, think about it. Wake up right when you wake up from a sleep, be thinking about it. Be daydreaming about it. While you're working out, be thinking about it. While you're showering, be thinking about it. While your girlfriend's telling you what you didn't do around the house, be tuning her out and be thinking about it. You know what I mean? While your man's telling you about, you know, how many fantasy points he got in last week, you know, double overtime, tune him out. Be thinking about it. Be thinking about it. We're thinking about it. Okay? Here's another one. You do a million small things the right way and the big things will take care of themselves. Dude. I think Henry Ford talked about too that like that's like what the assembly line was basically about. Hey, we split this big project into a bunch of small little projects. Now it doesn't seem that crazy. Now it seems like, oh, we do this. You know, like you told me today, hey, do 100 pull-ups. I would have said, I can't do 100 pull-ups. Fuck out of here, man. You messing with me? But then someone says, do 5 pull-ups every minute. For 20 minutes, I say, oh, I just did 100 pull-ups. 100. So, you know, like let's say you want to be, an author. Okay. What are we going to do? Write the first chapter first. All right, we did that. Now what are we going to do? Think about the ending. Think about our characters. Okay. Next day, what can we do? Think about our title. All right. Think about how we want to publish it, where we want it to be the next day. Okay. Look into agencies. Okay. Next day. You know, write a cover letter. Okay. Next day. About the author page. Okay. Next day. Chapter 2. Okay. Next day. Some illustrations. Next day. Maybe the dedication page. Guess what, dude? We well on our way. We well on our way to a little book, huh? A little introduction. Huh? We did that in about a week and a half. You know what I mean? It's just like that, man. Just like that. Say you get in the gym. All right. Easy. First day. Go 5 minutes on the bike. Leave. Next day. Say, Dan, I did 5 minutes on the bike. Go 5 minutes on the bike. Do 2 sets of abs. Leave. Okay. Next day. Go 7 minutes on the bike. 2 sets of abs. 2 sets of curls. You already did that. All you're really adding 2 sets of curls. Boom, boom, boom. Take a rest if you need. Okay. Next day. 7 on the bike. Maybe we'll cut the abs this day. Maybe we'll do some stretching. All right. Maybe we switch the curls. Maybe we just do some presses. Huh? And then maybe we go back to the bike at the end again. 2 minutes. Wait a second, we're building something now. You know what I mean? Just, okay, how can we build off that? Okay, we did that. How can we build off that? Let's build off that. It's like going to the, I remember you used to go to the aquatic center, right? You start at the little diving board, right? You a little scared, whatever. Hey, y'all got this in my right springy bounce? Y'all did the foot lever? Okay, because I'm about to go hand, you know? You jump off that one, you're just a wild maniac, right? You're like, dang, they saw that, couple girls looking or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna jump up to the next one. You're on that second one. It's a little more scary, dude. But you do it, and then you get to that third and fourth. Next thing you know, man, you're going stupid on that high dive. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm talking about. Oh, God, here's a good story. Guys, hold on to your seats here. This is about Cal Ripken Jr., a famous baseball player. All you really need to know is that his dad came up in baseball before him, right? He said his dad was just a hardworking guy. His dad wasn't as good. His dad, was just barely kind of hanging around. He played baseball, but he also had a bunch of other part-time jobs, in the off season. Back when baseball players weren't paid that much. Billy Ripken, called him Senior. And he basically learned from his dad, like, hey, every day do everything you can. Like, if you can do it, do it. So he was a baseball player, but he also worked, the farm, and then he worked at, the mechanic place, then he worked here, and he worked here, he did deliveries here, and he's fixing up things here, and handyman there, So he's doing all that, but he gets hurt, and so his career doesn't end, but his son's like, I want to do that. And eventually, and then this guy, his dad stayed in the organization, coached for 30 years, and eventually got to the point where he was coaching his son. How cool is that in the major leagues, coaching your son, junior and senior, right? Anyway, long story short, he looked up to him, and he's giving a speech about his dad way later in the Hall of Fame and stuff, and he said he could never figure out how to sum it up, but instead he just told the story. And, he's all grown up now. Junior's grown up now, right? And he's got his own kids. And he's watching his son and his daughter, they're arguing with each other. They're bickering. They're going back and forth over whatever, and he's overhearing, or he's eavesdropping. I don't know. He's in earshot, whatever. And he hears the daughter say to the son, "You're just trying to be like Dad." And he comes over and he's like, "Well, what's wrong with being like Dad? That's all I ever tried to do." Isn't that cool, man? Like, that's all I ever tried to do, Your mom and dad, really, they're like superheroes. They got, superpowers, and, I didn't always maybe want to be like them or always look up to them, but I think I was just missing something. And now, if I turned out just like my mom or dad, it would be perfect. I would be really happy. That would be overachieving for me. You know what I mean? So I think we're always just gonna hold our parents in that high regard, that special regard. I swear once you become parents, you get some type of superpowers. So that was a hell of a Hall of Fame speech. What's wrong with trying to be like Daddy? That's all I've wanted to try to do. Whatever, how he said it. It was dope. Here's another good one. Baseball theme, keeping it going, baby. I told you, this is another good one. These people in Chicago, they start talking about, we all love baseball, but one of the baseball capitals of the world is San Pedro. It's either in Cuba or Dominican. It's in kind of a poorer country at the time or whatever. And they're playing baseball out there with paint lids as the bases, cardboard as their glove, table legs as the bat. And they get this idea, let's ship gloves to them. Some real mitts, the good stuff. And somebody was like, dude, nobody's going to give you their gloves to ship off. You're like, those are sentimental or whatever. And they got over 1,000 gloves. People were saying, hey, this was my son's glove. This was my brother's glove. He died. I want another kid to just have fun with this. I remember when I first got this glove, I slept with it every night. And they donated over 1,000 gloves to these kids, and how excited they were. to just play baseball, man. To just play some baseball, man. And the good-natured hearts of those people. That was really a beautiful story I read. Then, you know, you got things in baseball where, like, you know, kids go to the game and they're just dying to get an autograph or get a foul ball. And I do have a foul ball story coming up and an autograph story. But this is one from my personal experience. I remember at one of the first games I probably went to. I can't remember if I know I'm with my family, but I don't know if I'm with other kids on my team or it's just us. And, you know, the big leaguers, they seem so cool. Just so big, so talented. I'm a kid. Like, they seem like gods or something. And I'm looking out there. I'm looking for Ken Griffey Jr., right? Trying to get Ken Griffey to come over, dude. But he's busy. He's a mega star. And then I remember either my mom or dad telling me, oh, he call Barry Larkin right there. That's Barry Larkin. Call him over, see if he come. And we're yelling, Mr. Larkin! Mr. Larkin! And, dude, he was nice enough, man, to come over, sign some stuff for us, talk to us, and it made our whole day. And we talked about that moment and that guy for 20 years. I'd follow what team he's on. I remember his son started coming up. He was playing basketball for my team, and I loved him. Shane Larkin, shout out. But you see how something kind of little is just, you know, while they're warming up for the game, to go over and talk to the kids and sign a couple baseballs can literally have such a lasting impact on a kid's life forever. Then I heard this story. This isn't baseball, so hang in there. Robert Pattinson was talking. He's working with Tom Holland, the guy that's Spider-Man now. And he said before he got the role of Spider-Man, this guy was walking around in the Spider-Man suit, speaking it, trying to just manifest, trying to make it happen. And it did for him. Visualizing it, just acting it out, acting like you already have it. Act like you already have the things that you want. See yourself with them. How would you act? Speak it out. Believe it. And I thought that was a great story, too. I love stories like that. Here's another good quote. In my conversations with God, basically when this guy's talking to God, he's like, you know, sometimes you give us these quotes or you tell us these things, but you don't reveal the meanings. And this guy says, well, how would you like it if someone gave you fruit and chewed it up for you? You know? It's on us to give it the meaning, us to find it. That makes it more meaningful. We found it. We deciphered the big code. You know? Rather than someone just come along and tell us, hey, here's X, Y, and Z. Trust me. Just source, dude, trust me. It's not nearly as strong or going to stick. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. You're going to have to cut some baseball stories. It's a good baseball story, but I'm going to have to cut it. I'm going to tell one more baseball story. So this girl, this is way back in like the 50s or 60s. She's talking about her class is going on a field trip to this baseball game, and she starts telling her parents, I can't wait to go. I'm gonna catch a ball, and Willie Mays is gonna come and autograph it. I'm gonna catch a foul ball, and this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Let me practice. And her parents are like feeling bad. They're like, how are we gonna break it to her? Like, she's not gonna catch a ball. What's wrong with her? There's a difference between maybe we'll use this time as a lesson to teach her what you want and what you get and what you can't have sometimes. But they didn't really discourage her. Like, okay, honey, yeah, you do it. You have fun. Like, but they knew, like, when she left, they're like, there's no fucking way. She can barely catch. You know, she was going with her whole class. Like, that's so many other kids right next to her. Somebody said they saw a sign somewhere where it's like the odds of catching a foul ball like 300,000 to 1. It's very difficult. She's also small. She doesn't really know how to catch that well. You know, I was reading it, I was like, dude, she's not going to catch this ball. Turns out she goes, because she believed it and she talked about it and she was so excited about it, she caught a foul ball and Willie Mays came over there and signed it. It was the most incredible story. Like, if you're not a baseball fan, you probably don't understand. But if you know baseball, I was like, what the heck is going on? That's once again, man, the power of belief, getting excited about something. You know, like they told her, like, there's gonna be a lot of people in the stadium. She's like, okay, so who cares? I'm gonna catch it. Just belief, no doubt, enjoying something, doing it for the right reason, seeing yourself already having it. These are powerful little avenues, dude. We're on Park Avenue right now, dude. We're on Boardwalk. We're hitting that free parking. And that's what it is. I saw a girl out taking pictures of herself. As I was picking up an order, she's doing this. And I just wanted to, because she was so focused on her hair and the angle and the view, and I just wanted to tell her, hey, you know what? You look great. And you're really not changing much. But you're looking fine. I don't want to say looks. I don't want looks to matter so much, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be the creep and say that, but I was just thinking that, like, hey, you look great. It's okay. But on the other hand, if she's having fun and that's making her happy and it's building her confidence, then I want her to do all those things. I just don't want her to be doing that, looking at it, looking back over the photos, picking herself apart, or it's getting her down. So I just quickly glanced past her. So, like, the same action, but the different ways you're maybe feeling and your mind is connecting things change a lot. So if she's doing it and then loving how she looks and feeling herself and just vibing and, she's happy with it, then keep doing it. But if you're doing that and then you're talking down on yourself and you feel like you're worthless and you're ugly and nobody's going to like, then find a better use of your time, That's all I wanted to tell her. But who am I? Who am I to tell anybody anything, right? I'm just having fun. Oh, dude, this is another good story right here. So I'm going to Chipotle, right? And this lady, she's like up at the front, like as I'm leaving, and she's like, hey, you want to donate? And pretty much if you catch Bagman Jones out and says you want to donate, I'll probably donate. But it was just, and she was doing it for suicide prevention. And I was like, wow, that is interesting. I get it. It is a problem. It is serious. And so I was like, yeah, let me donate. And for some reason, she was just passionate. She was good at it, and I liked her. And I just told her, like, hey, you're doing something really good. I appreciate what you're doing. Like, you're making a difference. I told her that. And then I, was getting ready to leave. And I was like, so what got you started? Why are you doing this? Or how'd you get involved? And she said, I guess she had been looking through her daughter's phone, just for whatever reason. And she said she saw her daughter like talking suicidal thoughts to people or saying things or writing down these type of thoughts, but didn't feel comfortable enough telling her mom. And, and I get it, like parents looking through their kid's phone. It's like a slippery slope. I don't know. It's a gray area. But the fact that she did that, found that she maybe prevented her daughter from killing herself. And it was a powerful story. So that's why she's out there. She's like, I want us to be able to discuss and talk about these things and try to prevent them and not feel like anybody's left out and can't bring them up. Because I've had some moments when I've been really down and feeling hopeless and bleak, and these are hard feelings to talk about, for sure. They for sure are. So shout out to that mom. She's out here. Probably had that was probably such an eye-opening moment for her. I saw a couple getting out of their car together, right? And they're just both laughing, dude. Like, just so happy. Just joking around. They kept going, like, I like how, when, like, you just keep, like, I guess something funny happens and you're like, like for this bear, I'd be like, I like how he just sits there and he doesn't blink, but he's still cute. And then you'd be like, I like how he's got his little black button nose and it looks so shiny, like it's wet. And I'd be like, well, I like how his little ears are kind of hiding. Like, that's what they kept doing. I like how, I like how, I like how. And they were just having a great time, laughing, having fun, going to dinner. And it just made me think like, wow, yeah, the right couple together that's fun and friends and just having a good time is so powerful. Like I could just tell like they're with the right people. They're doing it right. You know, nobody's having that much fun out of a parking lot finding a parking spot, but they were. Shout out to them. Here's another story. I'm the story man, because I've been reading all these books with stories, and I just want to share them, and I just want to freaking wear them. I want to loan them. They're loners, you know. You come back, bring them back. Don't get them lost now. This was a granddaughter visiting her grandmother in, I guess, the old folks' home. I guess she had Alzheimer's, right? And, you know, the girl was kind of down. She's like, you know, Grandma's being weird. I don't think she remembers me anymore. And, you know, she'd ask her, and Grandma would be like, yeah, I don't know. Like, who is this? And then she asked her one day, and she goes, because the daughter always brought her ice cream, you know, when they're visiting her. She'd be like, Grandma, do you know who I am? And she'd be like, oh, yeah, you're the girl that brings me ice cream every time. She's like, I love that. And then she goes, I remember love. Like, she remembers love. And that's when her mom, you know, the middle woman in the thing, you got the junior, senior, middle duckling. She tells her little daughter, and she's like, see, that's all she wants. She just, you know, maybe she doesn't remember us, but she just wants love. That's what we all want. We just want love. She remembers love. That's something you can't forget. That's something you can't forget, man. That real shit. Someone just taking care of you, looking over you, watching after you, wanting the best, huh? Giving you that extra little thought, that extra little benefit of the doubt, maybe, or that extra little bit of ice cream. You know, those visitations. That's the thing about love, is it's actually so, it comes in so many different forms. So many different forms, so many different ways to express it. It's a fun little Play-Doh that we get to all get our hands all over, get dirty in the little art class. Shout out to art class. That's a good story. I'm gonna have to miss it. I saw this little sign that just said, standing proud, sitting pretty. Then when I was leaving Planet Fitness, I saw another sign that said, you did a great thing today. Man, god dang it, dude. When I was cynical, maybe those messages didn't hit, but now that I'm looking for them, and I'm paying attention to them, and I'm applying them, and I'm letting them sink in, we need to just put positive messages everywhere, man. I might just become that Post-it guy that's just going to posterize you with a couple fucking positive messages. Huh? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it when Bagman Jones is there saying, hey, go get him, Tiger? What are you going to do about it, huh? When I say, hey, you're getting close to your dreams every day. Tell me. How you going to stop me? Dang, here's a good one, too. And, you know, like, it's religious, but it's also metaphorical, but it can mean a lot of different things. And I go back and forth on religion all the time in a bunch of different ways. But just think about it like this. Somebody said this on the radio today, and it really hit me. Almost slammed my damn brakes, dude. Almost slammed the damn brakes on the highway. And just said, whoa, yo. Threw my head out the window and said, yo, hey, yo, you gotta listen to this. Hop in. He goes, the devil isn't trying to make you not believe in God. But he is trying to break your relationship with God. Like, he's saying, hey, you can believe there's a God, cool. But I'm here to get in your way of the relation. I'm here to distract you with this TV show, this sports game. You know, this hot girl that's about to pass you, what's up? You know, for girls, oh, that, yeah, hey, here's that gold necklace in the window gleaming at you. You know, it's just small little things that get us focused on the material world, and when we should be praising or talking to the universe or or you know, the higher power, or the energy, or love, or our creator, however you want to say it, getting in touch with our soul. But no, we're focused on what are we focused on? What kind of car we're driving. You know what I mean? If Cindy's gonna, get her breast implants. Jerry and Jimmy talking about dick sizes all day. You know what I mean? Just dumb, just dumb shit. What are we doing? So yeah, the devil's not there to tell you not to believe in God. He's like, yeah, you believe in God, but I am there to destroy that friendship and that balance and that line of communication and get you distracted and get your attention over here, doing a little whoopsie daisy, sneak in, kick you right out. Like, what do I got in here that could be a distraction right now? I don't know, too many distractions, man. I'm blind. We all have them, and it's cool. Like, yeah, we'll get distracted, but try to keep that relationship intact. All right, moving on. That was a good quote, though. Don't ask how much money you make, but how many faces you put a smile on. Whatever all that was. You making people smile, you making people laugh. Like I was telling my brother, like at the job, like most of the time I'm good at no, I'm not good at my jobs, but they keep me around because I'm fun to be around. I'm nice to everybody. I'll help out extra. That's all you gotta do, man. Just try to find a way to make yourself somebody people want to be around. People have a good time around. People, when they hear your name, they're like, that dude's nice. That girl, she's always got a great attitude. She puts a smile on my face. She always comes in with just an upbeat. They talk about me and they say, man, Batman Jones got that pep in his fucking step, huh? What they do in that Zoolander movie, he'd always be like, he always had that weird look. It was hilarious, dude. Ben Stiller, man. The funniest thing ever. So make sure you put those smiles on. Put them out, dude. Put them out early. Put them out often. Keep them out. Don't keep them out. Let them in. But keep the smiles on display for all. For free. Bargain bin. Yeah, dude. Just, it doesn't take much to get people to smile. A nice compliment, a silly little joke, being goofy yourself, making a joke out of yourself. Telling them, hey, you look great. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Just be nice to people. Give away things, help them out in need. It's that thing again where it's that creativity, it's that Play-Doh, man. You figure out. How can I go out and just make as many people smile as I want? Okay, I'm gonna skip a couple of these. I've been singing this song, this Russ song, and then go off with Absol. I feel like I really hit the lottery, the Mega Millions. Everything she got is in her name. Gabriella Wilson, baby, doing better than a counterpart. Plus, she from St. Louis. I ain't have to teach her how to arch her back where I'm at. She don't give a fuck, me neither. So shout out to Russ for dropping that piece. I feel like I really hit the lottery, the Mega Millions. That's how we need to be feeling every day, man. Wake up pumped. Say, wow, I just got another gift of a day. It's going to be a great day. I'm going to attack this day, boy. I'm about to just have fun. Like, we're in heaven. I'm enjoying this shit, man. It's not all gonna be fun, but I'm gonna make the most out of it when I can. I'm gonna be grateful, man. My body's feeling great. Damn, I look fly as hell. Damn, they all want to be me. They probably fucking peeping me with the second I walk past. They're all looking, of course. You know, just have fun. Just be confident. Just be yourself. Just have that energy going. Another quote here: "Don't chase girls, let them chase you." This has always been one of my problems. Actually, the next girl that probably hits me up or is interested, I think I need to do a thing where I reject her, because I would always pretty much just accept any girl that kind of wanted to be with me. And now I need to be like, no, you know what? I'm looking for a specific thing right here, maybe. There's a Tom Petty line where, you know, I used to chase girls around. All that ever got me was down. You know, trying to chase people that aren't wanting you, or try to fix somebody that doesn't want to be fixed. God, those things are like beating your head against the wall. Trust me, I'm an expert at both of those. I would try to, hey, you know, I'll get this girl. I see some good things in her, but I could fix her doing this. Nah, dude, you can't. They have to want to change. Or, hey, you know, I keep giving this girl attention. Eventually, she's going to want to give it back. She'll kind of see that I'm always, no. No. Found out a really good nickname for myself. Coined it myself. I want everyone to start calling me this. In baseball, there was a player named Ricky Henderson. Great player. I introduced myself as Benny the Jet Rodriguez earlier. But Ricky Henderson, they're going to start calling your boy Risky Henderson. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I saw this great moment where, it's funny how I just see these moments and I remember them and I think back and I smile and I can still visualize the whole thing happen. I'm over in the corner picking up an order. Right in front of me is a booth. They're just eating, they're talking. This lady comes up and she's kind of loud, and that's why I noticed, because she's like, hey, yo, what else can I get for you? Like a server would. But she was actually with them. She was with the family, the group, the friend. They were like, ah! And it was like she was making a funny joke, but they're all so happy to see her, and everyone hugs her, and then they squeeze her in right in the middle of the booth. Some people get out, some people stay. She gets crunched right into that middle. And once she got there, like, the mood elevated. Like, either they're waiting for her or she's the life of the party. And then she, you know, she seemed like the cool aunt, but she wasn't just talking to the grown-ups. She was also like, hey, Zach, how you doing, bud? What's going on, man? You know, giving little Zach some attention. But she was just full of life, full of personality. She reminded me of my Aunt Marilyn. I don't know if everyone's got like a cool aunt. But shout out to her for coming in, livening it up, just smiling, having a good time, giving everybody hugs. What a great dinner. I'm sure that they carried on and continued. Here's a good quote too. I think this is from Billy Graham, you know. And I tried to read the last page. I read a couple things, but the quote is, I read the last page of the Bible. Everything is going to be fine. How much different would you live your life right now if I looked at you and I promised you, I assured you without a doubt, and you knew I was 100%, that, hey, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work it out. You would go through every single day with less stress. I think we all sit there waiting for things to crumble, or envision things crumbling, or, oh God, if this happens, it could get bad, and then if that gets bad, that's going to spiral, and then you know, we're going to be down, and then now we're freaking out, we're doing this, now we're, you know, and then we're back over here, and this is worse, and, you know, now these people don't want to be associated with us, then I lose this, and dude, we start freaking out. But I think the last page of the Bible I was reading, it's something about like God, like, bringing us all to heaven with them in like this amazing place. So let's jump to the ending right quick, and I'm going to tell you that your life is going to be just fine. Everything's going to be all right. Same for mine. We're going to have stresses. We're going to have worries. We're going to have moments, like, they're going to grow us. We're going to have failures. We're going to be stressed. We're going to be angry. We're going to be sad. But in the end, like, everything's going to work out. We're going to learn these lessons. we can still be happy and grateful for what we had, and that is that. Okay, only a couple more I got here. I was talking, I told you guys about my job interview, but I was talking to the lady there, and she's like, both of them were like cooks for their families. So I was like, man, I really want to cook. That'd be such a cool skill. I want to learn. I want to do it. I want to know it. I want to be good at it. I want my stuff to be good. I want to cook healthy food. And she's like, yeah, you got to do it. Like, for sure, you can do it. But she said, but to be a good cook, you have to like it. And I don't think I've ever liked it. And it just made me think, like, that's like that for everything in life. Whatever you do, if you want to be good at something, you have to like it. Everything that I've been good at is because I've liked it. I like reading. I like chess. I like sports. I like working out. I like making jokes. I like making videos. Like, these are all things I like, things I'm good at, things that I've tried to do, but I didn't like, working at a business or, studying for school. Like, these things that I don't like, obeying the teachers, I'm not good at because I don't enjoy them. So you got to just keep finding things that you like, and those are going to be the things you're good at. So I was like, man, yeah, she's right. Until I figure out that I like cooking, I'm probably not going to be good at it. I was delivering an order late at night to somebody at their house, and as I was delivering it, like, it's cold, but it's not that cold, and I'm looking up, and the sky's just beautiful, and the sound of nature, and the calmness, and the peace, and the rhythm, and the cicadas, all that stuff going, and I'm looking at all the stars, and the moon, and the constellations, and I'm like, why are more people not outside? Why is everybody in their house looking at a TV? I promise whatever's out here is more beautiful than what you got in your house. It was like, they're trying to make virtual reality games. What is that? We are in reality. I was just looking and I was like, wow. It actually reminded me, like, of when my dad, like, taught me, like, hey, you see that right there? That's Orion's belt. You know how many times I've told people that since? Hey, guys, see that right there? That's Orion's belt. Every time I look at it, every time I see it, I go, there's Orion's belt. There's Orion's belt. I'm not even sure what it means. I don't know that many other constellations. I might be pointing out the wrong thing every time. I just know it's 3 stars kind of right next to each other. Boom, boom, boom. But that's cool that he taught me that, and I always still remember it. I was at the gym, dude. I was just cheering this guy in front of me on. I'm walking. I'm reading, I'm writing, doing my thing at the gym, and this guy right in front of me, he is going hard, nonstop running, jogging fast. His arms were going crazy. He's fist pumping. He's sweating to death. This guy, within 45 or an hour, burned over 700 calories and did over 6 miles. That's a vet, man. That's a veteran move right there. But do you guys know how good that man is going to feel when he gets home? You can train your brain. Right now, me and my friend were talking about this. Right now, our brain, we get hits of dopamine from looking at our phone or playing games or doing drugs or having sex or smoking or eating junk food or stuff that's bad for you, right? Those things are proven to give you dopamine hits, and that's what our mind wants. That's what our brain wants. But if you actually avoid those things and then do hard work and accomplish goals and have habits and routines, you actually rewire your brain to give you the dopamine doing the hard work, doing things that it doesn't like. It learns to like those things. And that is what I'm trying to do right now, the rewire. And that might be the name of the day, the rewire. Try to get the rewire in, I've been trying to get on my phone less and less. Obviously sold my TV. Don't play video games anymore. Try not to eat unhealthy food. Not drinking or smoking. So I'm slowly eliminating, watching porn, these type of things. These are all dopamine releases. And you need to minimize those and re-trick your brain, train your brain. Your brain is like a tool. It's a muscle. And you got to train it to work for you. And the second you master your brain, dude, it's over. You just conquered everything. You just took over. Okay, I only have 3 more things. I'll do quick 3 more things. In the gym today, there was a guy teaching a girl how to squat. It was so nice. Like, they didn't know each other. They didn't come in together. But she, like, went up to him. And, like, most people are nervous first time in the gym, or they don't know what they're doing. They don't want to talk to anybody. They don't want to stand out. That, you know, they're getting anxiety. Everything's intimidating. But she went up to this guy and was like, hey, how do I do this? And credit to him, too. Like, credit to her for being big and going out of her shell and not being scared to ask. But credit for him, too, for showing her and explaining it to her and showed him how he did it, and then led her and then watched her for a while. And it's really cool. I think they actually left together, like, as good friends, like, smiling, laughing. So I was happy to see that. Here's a sad story, but it ends up happy. Last one, and then I'll give you one quote, and we will get on out of here, hit the old dusty trail. This girl, right, her dad loved to dance, and they would dance, they would learn this dance, the blues, the waltz, the chimichanga, dude. They're just doing it all. And all the way up until she's probably about, I don't know, 13, 14. They're just having a good time. And one day, I guess she was sad or angry or mad, and her dad was like, come on, dance, let's dance. And she just snapped and yelled at him, don't touch me. I don't want to dance with you. And she said, like, right when she said that, like, dude, when I read that, it was a freaking gut punch, knocked the wind out of me, reading this damn book, hitting me. And I was like, fuck. She's like, once I said that, I could never take it back. She said, once she said that, her dad was so hurt that they didn't dance again for like 25 years. He would dance with his wife. They joined a dance club. He would dance with the other kid. He would dance with her, once she grew up, her daughters, his granddaughters. And then finally, I guess on it was like one of his big birthdays, I don't know, 70th birthday, something like that. She finally said, like, she told him to play a certain song. She's like, I believe this is my song. I believe this is my dance. And he said, I've been waiting for you. He was so hurt that he wasn't ever going to push it on her again. But he needed that apology, and he needed her to make the first move. And she said she had missed it, and she didn't know how to get back in. And, you know, she just hated that night, and she couldn't take it back. But it does end with them dancing again. But I'm sure that guy was so hurt with that. And I'm sure she didn't mean it. I'm sure she regretted it instantly. You know, she was sad or upset with some, you know, typical teenager stuff at school. And don't touch me. I don't want to dance with you. You know, she might have even said it more hardcore than that. That's what I wrote down. But here's the last quote. Now I'm going to leave you. It's okay to be happy with a calm life. And I was just reading too, like, said the key to happiness is that inner serenity and controlling your emotions, learning there's things that you can't control, there's people you can't control, and just having the real freedom of controlling your emotions and being happy, enjoying things. That inner serenity, that peace and calm are so powerful. Don't get angry. Don't get stressed. Don't get sad. Who was that dude from Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore? Wasn't he like a depressed-ass motherfucker? Being calm and at peace is way better than any of those. That inner serenity. Be happy with a calm life. That means you're not in disarray. But I need some water. My throat hurts. I've been talking a lot. Can't wait to come back. Love y'all. Stay positive. Stay grateful. Stay putting smiles on people's faces. Stay loving. Enjoy yourself, man. Love yourself. Be confident. Keep pushing towards your goals. Get better and better every day, man. We out here. Say goodbye to Teddy. I told you he was going to make another appearance. He didn't really get to. Hey, beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. He had a good old time. He dancing with us. He dancing.